Welcome, teachers. Today we're going to talk about how to get ready for report cards. There are 5 steps that must be done when getting ready for your report cards. Number 1, confirm the final grade is correct. 2, add comments to the report card. 3, add conduct and effort grades if applicable. 4, mark your gradebook ready. And 5, preview your report card. The first thing that must be done when getting ready for report cards is to confirm the final grade is correct and update any grades that need to be adjusted. To do this, go to your gradebook. You can get to your gradebook from any screen by clicking on the Classes tab on the left and selecting the Gradebook button under one of your classes. Once in our gradebook, check over the final grades and make sure these look correct. If you want to overwrite a final grade, you can click on the grade and change the percentage by typing a new number. You may want to change a student's grade for those that are on the border of a higher grade. For example, a student may have a 92%, which is a B+, but you may want to change it to a 93, which is an A-. Overwritten grades show up in yellow. This is called a manual grade. To clear a manual grade, click on the Actions button and select Recalculate All Grades. A pop-up will appear and ask if you want to keep manual grades or overwrite the manual grade. Choose Overwrite Manual Grade to clear all grades. This will take the final grade back to its calculated grade. For standards-based grading, confirm the grades by clicking on the Standards tab in Gradebook. When you get to the Standards tab, you will see the final grade for each standard. This is the grade that appears on the report card. Click the arrow next to Final Grade to see all of the individual assignment grades. You can update an assignment grade by clicking into the cell and typing a new grade. You can also right-click to see a list of available options. Typical grade standard values are 1 through 3. Some systems also have a half point like 1.5 and 2.5. You may also enter a plus or a minus. Contact your administrator to find out what those mean and if you are using them. If you update an assignment grade, the final grade will be recalculated. The final grade is usually the most recent assignment grade. You can manually edit the final grade by clicking on the cell for that grade and typing a new value, or right-clicking and picking a new value. Final grades that have been manually set will show up with a blue dot. You can clear them by going to Actions, Recalculate Gradebook, and selecting Overwrite Manual Grades. Note that you do not need to create individual assignments for the standard report card. You can manually enter the grade. The second thing that must be done when getting ready for report cards is to add comments. To add comments to a report card, go to your gradebook and ensure you are on the Grid tab. Click the thought bubble next to the child's name. This will bring up the comment editor that will allow you to enter comments. At the top, you will see 4 boxes. The first box is the quarter that you are in. Confirm that this is a quarter you want to put comments in. The second box is the type of comment you are putting in. There are 2 options, progress report comments or report card. Make sure that report card is in this box. The next box is your classes. This is the class that the comments will go into. You must select a class, but you can clear the name of your comment when creating a comment for the student. The final box is a student dropdown. On the left side of the editor is where you type the comments for each student. You can add a comment for a student individually or for multiple students at one time. Within the comment editor, there is a spot for the class name, which will appear on the report card. You can change this by editing it to what you would like it to say. For example, self-contained teachers may want to remove the name of the class, so they have a general comment instead of a subject-specific one. You will also see all comments for a student. You can only edit your own by clicking on the pencil or the trash can to delete it. To add a comment for an individual student, select the student from the drop-down and choose to save comment or type a comment on the comment editor. Click Add to place it on the report card. Click Next to add comments for the next student. If you wish to add comments to multiple students, click Apply to Multiple. Select a saved comment or type a new comment and click the checkbox for each student you wish to put the comment. Click Apply to apply it to the report card. The Save for Future Use column will allow you to use the same comment for another student. Please be careful of saving comments with students' names. You can edit a comment that has been saved after you select it, but you will not be able to apply a comment with a student name into it to multiple students. The right side of the comments screen has the student's name, their current grade in the class, and the number of comments a student has. The second row has an icon that shows each of the following: missing assignments, late assignments, incomplete assignments, not attempted assignments, and assignments that require resubmission. There is also a fraction that shows how many comments you have in for the student versus how much other teachers have put in. You can click the print screen button at the bottom of the screen to download a report that will show you all comments for a student. The third thing that must be done when getting ready for report cards is to fill out conduct and effort marks. For schools that have conduct and effort for each class, you can add this grade by clicking on the arrow button next to final grade. This will allow you to see conduct and effort columns. You can put in your grades by clicking the drop-down and selecting each grade the child should receive. You can give each child the same grade by right-clicking and choose Fill Down. For schools that give an overall conduct and effort grade, this is done by going to the gradebook called Conduct and Effort. It is highly recommended that you create at least one assignment for the quarter and use this to calculate your final grade. For example, you can create an assignment called Quarter 1 Conduct and make it worth 10 points. The final grade will be the grade from the assignment. You are able to add the grade without creating an assignment as a manual override by typing directly into the comment column. The grade will be lost if you or an administrator ever recalculate the gradebook and select the option to overwrite manual grades. This is why we recommend creating an assignment and grading it. These grades will not get overridden by a recalculation. Once the 3 previous steps have been completed, it's time to mark your gradebook ready. Marking your gradebook ready tells your administrator that you have finished the grades for this assignment. It is important that you do this for each gradebook. Please note your grades will not show up on the report card unless your gradebook is marked ready. To mark your gradebook ready, click the Actions button and select Mark Ready. After you've marked your gradebooks ready, you can download your report cards to look at them from your gradebook. To do this, click the Actions button on your gradebook. Select the Print Reports button and choose English Report Cards. After you select the report cards, you can choose to print out an entire class or a specific student. Click Print to preview the report cards. If there is a problem with a specific gradebook, you can click Actions and unmark the gradebook ready. This will allow you to make the change that is needed. If it is a small change, you do not need to unmark your gradebook. Once all changes have been made, click Actions and mark the gradebook ready again. Your administrator will lock the gradebooks before publishing report cards. You will need to talk to your administrator to unlock them to make changes after this point. If you have any questions while getting ready for report cards, please click the question mark on the right-hand side and click Ask a Question or call 833-222-3359. Thank you.